Excuse me for a sec, getting a sip. Like, I was drinking it from a glass and it did that little splash noise, that little boop. Alright. But, yeah, anyways. Just expect plenty more videos of not only this, but also other Ouya games out there, because there are some good ones out there. And who knows, I'll probably even just do, like, I don't know, I have an idea that I'll probably do, like, a one-off series where I'll just play a game that I know is not that great, and just play, like, just play for, like, 15 to 30 minutes, and then just leave it at that for some of those games that are on Ouya and aren't that great. Because that's what's nice about Ouya, is that, you know, every game has some sort of a demo. Like, I think that's mostly the requirement. If not that, then it's free, you know, for some cases. So, I'll probably end up doing that at some point, just find a random game that I think will be alright, and if it's good, then I'll probably play it more than just one episode, and then other times I'll just play one episode and then that'll be the end of it. Because there will be some bad games. It's Ouya, there has to be some bad games in the set. But I'll probably just have it like that. And I know at some point I was wanting to get an updated Ouya console, because excuse me, because the controller for this setup that I got right now isn't that great, because I got the regular silver one that I pre-ordered a long while back, or long while. It's only been like a year, not even a whole year yet, but you know, this is still the same silver, like aluminum style controller and Ouya console, and basically the Ouya console's alright, but the controllers that I got for it aren't that great. I really don't know why, but they're just like, they just don't work. And it's like, yeah, I could, you know, it seems like they're working alright right now, but sometimes they lag, sometimes the triggers they tend to stick. And yeah, I could use a different controller, like a 360 controller or a PS3 controller, but I don't want to. I want to use Ouya controllers. If I bought the fucking thing, I wanted to use, you know, the controllers that it came with, and it's like, you know, a lot of people that said that they got the matte black version, they said it works really well and plays great, and they fixed a lot of the troubles, or a lot of the problems that they had with, you know, the old models. So that's good. At some point, I'll hope to get more, or get one of those once they get them back in, because right now, as of today, like, they're still out of stock, or at least as far as to my knowledge when this video is recorded. So someday down the road, I would like to get one of those matte black models, because it does seem like they made some improvements, not to mention it has more internal storage, which really isn't that big of a deal, considering you can use a USB drive now to resolve that. But it's the idea that, you know, it's improved, it's better. I don't know if it improved in hardware specs, because it's still Ouya, but who knows. If it's even slightly improved or have a little bit something more efficient in it, then yeah, I'll probably get it for that too. And I'm also starting to realize too that I got a freaking itch again. That I don't know. I'm starting to think that Ouya and even GameStick, which, you know, I'll hopefully have some videos up of it by then, by the time you guys are seeing this episode, but I'm starting to realize that my channel is a little bit different from other YouTubers. And my nose is starting to sound congested again. I freaking hate it when it happens. But, yeah, I'm starting to notice that my channel is a little bit different from other YouTubers out there, because it's like, you know, there's the creatures, PewDiePie, Let's Play, Rooster Teeth, or you know, AKA Achievement Hunter. It's like they do like, you know, the AAA titles like I do, but you know the way I do it doesn't really stand out enough a lot of times, because it's just like, alright, I'm just playing the game, which I'm still going to do that stuff because, you know, I'm just playing the game and having fun with it. But, you know, obviously the most attention I get is through Ouya and such, and it's like, yeah, I kind of expected that when I first got the console in the first place, but I didn't think it would be like an actual thing for my channel, and I just got hit. Perfect, alright. But, you know, it's something that I never really considered before, and especially, you know, I never even noticed that even when I had some sort of contact with Feiju, you know, the guys who make Amazing Frog. I never thought of it then. And it's like, you know, after playing a little bit with Amazing Frog, and also, like, I don't know, I think it was like some sort of creature talk or something. I can't remember where I heard it from, but it was just like, you know, just try and make yourself a little bit different from all the others. I think it was a little bit from my parents too, because they were like talking about how you know, the stuff that I'm kind of doing is a little bit the same towards a lot of YouTubers, but at the same time it's like, you know, I'm slightly different from, or, you know, I'm obviously different. I'm doing my own commentary of Let's Plays, but, you know, I'm playing the same games that everyone else is playing too, but I don't know, I'm starting to realize and starting to think that maybe Ouya is something that I should be in the right place for, because, you know, that's what you guys enjoy watching more, and, you know, if that's what you guys enjoy watching more, and, you know, I can enjoy playing it, because actually, I'm starting to like playing this on Endless now, because it's like, now I'm getting a lot more extra lives than before, and I can just keep talking and ramble. But, yeah, so, pretty much, I'm just saying that I'm probably gonna make myself stand out a little more, and be a little more consistent with playing, Ouya games and GameStick games, because, you know, at the same time, I do like indie games, and I like to support that stuff, and, you know, the perfect example is, you know, Feiju. I really do like their game, and I think it's cool. It's just, it's still not quite there yet, and, you know, every time they show, or do an update, it's like, I'm always impressed how they do stuff, and, you know, with Dub Wars, it's kind of that similar to that sense. It's like, it's a different style of a shoot 'em up game, which, if you know me, I really do like arcade shoot 'em up type of games. And obviously I like Geometry Wars too. I'm not super great at the games, but I would consider myself, you know, decent at them. I would say I'm above average of, you know, the average gamer when they play something like an arcade shoot 'em up. Like, if I play long enough, I can't say that I can, like, get through it in like one credit, but I could say that I could probably do it in a few continues if I do it right. I don't know, some of the games that are like ridiculously hard, challenging shoot 'em ups like Raiden, those things are hard to play and get through on one credit. It's like, there's no way in hell. Raiden 1 especially, Raiden 1 sucks, because, and, you know, by the way, I'll probably do a few more videos of that game someday down the road too, the Raiden Legacy, because that's also on Ouya, and, you know, I like playing arcade shoot 'em ups like Raiden. Raiden personally was a childhood video game series. I don't know if I ever said that at some point when I did do a recording of that, but yeah, it's a childhood game. I grew up with what it was like. It was called Raiden Trad, or Raiden Trod, in when it was on the Super Nintendo. And strangely enough, it was kind of funny. I'd probably retell this story once I play it on the actual game itself, but I might as well just say it now because I don't have anything else to talk about at this point. Because this is still going and I have an extra life, so might as well keep going until the end. And look at that score, man. Look at that fucking score. But anyways. So yeah, the Raiden Trad game, which is essentially an updated or remake of the first game, Raiden, for the Super Nintendo at the time. Or, you know, it was its port of it. I didn't know the name of the game at all. I just knew, like, the intro first stage song, which I think in a lot of not first person, but any type of shoot 'em up games, I think having an awesome, like, first stage song is like the best thing ever for an arcade shoot 'em up, which I do know a couple more shoot 'em ups on the Ouya console that I'll probably end up playing, and there's actually 1 or 2 on the game stick, which I'll probably end up playing if I haven't already, or at least put them up on YouTube, I mean, in that sense. Because, you know, like I said, I really do like shoot 'em up arcade games. They're just hard, but I kind of like that challenge at the same time. But also listening to that, like, first stage intro song is something that I enjoy listening to. So yeah, I got like a whole bunch of extra lives, so I'm probably going to end up going forever with this until I feel like I want to stop. Because my score is just going to be going on forever. But, yeah, anyways, continuing on with the Raiden story. It was kind of strange because I don't know, probably around when I was like 5 years old or something like that. And I ended up coming, like, I think it was my brother's friend who had the game, and he brought it over one day, and yeah, I remember I think they spent the day or night there, or night here, and they just like hung out and played some of the games that his friend brought over from his Super Nintendo. And I can't remember, there was like a baseball game that they play a lot, and there was also the Raiden game, but I never knew what the name was because I wasn't that smart of a kid back then. So I was like 5 years old, didn't know what it was, but I vividly remembered the song, the intro song for that, which I know the name of the song to this day, and it's Gallantry. Gallantry for Raiden. And if you actually look it up on YouTube, it's an actual song, like it's, if you look it up, Gallantry, Raiden, then it'll pop up, and it's actually like one of my personal favorite songs ever, because, you know, it was something I somehow remembered after all these years. And about like when I was 15, I was looking on eBay for some games for Super Nintendo because I was in like that retro collecting mood, and I had a little bit of money for, you know, to get that stuff, because, you know, back then it was like really cheap to find retro games, unlike now, because some of them are like pretty expensive, unnecessarily expensive nowadays. But yeah, I was like looking through on eBay, and I came across the game Raiden, Raiden Trad for Super Nintendo, and I was like, I also kind of vaguely remembered the label for the game. So I was like, why does this look familiar? And I like went on YouTube, looked at, you know, some gameplay of it, because someone had posted some gameplay footage of the Super Nintendo game, and it's like, as soon as I heard the music, I'm like, this is it. This was my childhood Super Nintendo game that I like remembered so much of, and yet somehow I found it again, and I was like kind of impressed. And essentially it began my interest with the arcade shoot 'em up games, was Raiden Trad. It's actually pronounced Raiden Trad, but sometimes I say it as Raiden, because, you know, in Japan it's like, it would have been pronounced Raiden. Man, look at my fucking score. I've been going on for a long time. It does seem endless. I mean, you get enough lives, you're just like, alright, you can just keep going forever with this game. See, I got 8 extra lives. 8! I have 8, and it wouldn't let me go any further, apparently. Alright, cool. Alright. I think, yeah, I don't know. I'll probably play for a little bit more. Let's play Endless on here. Yeah, let's go ahead and play Endless. Why not? I was thinking about it, and I think I'll play a little bit more. I feel in the mood to play a little bit more. Oh, holy shit. I keep forgetting that it just starts it off right off the bat with like a lot of shit coming your way. I probably end up dying sooner in this one, considering that they like to upscale the difficulty a lot sooner. Holy shit. Pick up the coins there. Shields galore. But yeah, I gotta say, after playing this game for a good amount of time, it's kind of a nice one to just kind of pass time. Pretty simple. And I think at the same time, I'm starting to realize also why people like watching these videos a little bit more than like the AAA titled ones like Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, etc. I think it is, you know, because with Ouya and GameStick, those are budget consoles, and really, you know, people want to just play games and, you know, and get them at a reasonable price. Holy shit, I fucking died in like no time. But yeah, I think that's partially why people like watching my stuff too, is because, you know, they want to see if this game is like, if it's alright or, you know, if it's not. And, you know, like I said, at the same time, it's pretty cheap of a game console to buy, because I think some, well, unfortunately, it doesn't exist anymore around my parts, but there was a used game store that actually sold a couple of Ouya consoles. You know, a used game shop that had like retro stuff in it. So I thought that was kind of cool, because, you know, it just kind of shows and points out that it is kind of a budget console, obviously. And I mean, just look at it. This game's, well, to be fair, this game was like 15 bucks when I bought it. So it ain't exactly cheap. This is probably the most expensive game out there. And hopefully it'll be worth it in the future. Which, by the way, at some point I really want, and you know, if someone can update me on this game, feel free to let me know. What was it, Chronoblade? Yeah, I think it was called Chronoblade. Where there's only a demo of it, and it's like they never came out with the official game of it for Ouya. And I want to get that game so bad. I really want it to be an actual game for the console. And yes, I know there's like a Facebook version of it or some shit like that, but I don't give a shit about the Facebook version. I want to play on Ouya. That's why I'm here. It's not letting me. I got. Okay, game. I got like 4 extra lives right there. Okay, what? Okay, yeah, well, you know, let's just say that's a bug report. That is definitely a bug report. Because I had extra lives. What the hell? And wouldn't let me use them. Well, there you go. You get to see the proper intro of Dub Wars, I guess. Tell you what, I think I'll go ahead and stop there for now. But, yeah, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Any support or feedback would be nice, and I'll be seeing you guys further on down the road with Ouya games and possibly Dub Wars. In fact, yeah, I'll probably play more of these games further on down the road. You know, play the endless ones, just kind of like if I want to just ramble or talk, or if you guys just want to see more of it, then, you know, feel free to let me know and all that stuff. And, you know, we'll see how that goes, because yeah, there's a lot of potential for this stuff, and you know, I think I really should play more of Ouya games, because I actually have kind of gotten myself a little bit more interested in it now that, you know, I'm starting to realize you know, what my channel is slowly becoming, or what it could be. So I don't know. Feel free to comment on whatever I talked about, if anything, and you know, I know someone's gonna be like, yeah, this game's way better on this port, but you know, I don't give a shit because it's Ouya. So because I should say, if you're really going to care about quality, then you really shouldn't be watching, you know, a low quality game, or you know, be playing or watching someone play Ouya in that case, because Ouya is not the highest quality game. Or game console. It's not a freaking, you know, iPhone 70,000 whatever version it is nowadays. It's not an Xbox One. It's not a PS4. It's not a, you know, $3,000 PC. It's Ouya. It's made to run its own style, and that's intentional. And if you're going to be complaining about quality, you know, on this system, then really don't watch the videos. And that's all I'm saying. But yeah, I think I'll just leave it at this, because I really don't know how to end it in any other ways, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next potential session of Delbors. But until then, I'm DTS the TDS, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.